Deja-chan. Deja-chan. Hi. Nani Gaski. Sentencing Reddit roommates. Yorimo anata. Hi. We're back. It's been a while. It's been this long. So there's this thing called procrastination. And well, we have a little something going on. So last time I did sentencing and judging Am I the A-hole on Reddit. She could just handle it because she hates hearing us argue. What? Wait. Not only is that not the case though, but she also knows she's wrong. And my friend told me that I should do the same thing basically, but with roommates. She has roommates, so there might be something weird going on. This may be her cry for help. If you're her roommate and you're watching this, there might be something really, really wrong with you and you need to fix it immediately. And the only way you're gonna do that is by watching this video, because me, the ultimate judge. Well, I'm here to help you today. I don't really know what goes on this subreddit, but I'm assuming there's a lot of bad roommates. I'm here to not only mediate the situation, not only give you a very logical solution and my incredible opinion, but I'm also going to be sentencing a lot of them because a lot of y'all need help and a lot of y'all need to be punished. And I'm going to be doing that. Okay, let's begin. Hey Reddit, I, 25, live in a 3-bedroom apartment with 2 other girls, Anna, 22F, and Jess, 22F. These better not be their real names, because if you're really putting their names on here right now, you already got a point off from me. Protect the women in your life. What are you doing? When we first moved in together, we laid down some basic ground rules. No unannounced overnight guests, no strangers hanging around late at night, and keep the noise down during the week since we all have work and have early classes. Okay, that's pretty standard. That's so understandable. Well, it's like those conversations all never happen, okay? Over the last couple of months, Anna and Jess have both started bringing random guys over late at night. You're jealous. Just kidding. Sometimes people they just met at a bar, sometimes Tinder dates. I'm not judging their dating lives, but it's the complete lack of respect that's driving me crazy. These guys will show up at 1 or 2 a.m., loud, drunk, and completely unaware with the concept of quiet hours. This is my impression of me at quiet hour. I've woken up multiple times to hear them stomping around the kitchen and talking loudly in the living room. These are all things I do, by the way. Am I a bad roommate? Wait, no! Wait, no! The only thing I do is stomping around in the kitchen and talking loudly in the living room. The other stuff I don't do. Not that I have a problem with that, but I don't do that. What makes it worse is that I don't know these people, and it makes me uncomfortable to have random men sleeping in the apartment without any heads up, especially since one of them recently used my bathroom without asking. And another one tried to open my bathroom door, thinking it was Jess' room, at like 2:30 in the morning. That is very uncomfortable, and I've somewhat been in a situation like this. I've brought it up with both of them more than once, and they always brush it off. Oh, I'm sorry, it won't happen again, or we didn't think it was a big deal. Spoiler alert. It keeps happening.
Oh my god!
I'm starting to feel like a guest in my own home, and it's honestly exhausting. I pay just as much rent. I pay just as much rent as they do, and I feel like my boundaries and comfort in our shared space aren't being respected at all. So yeah, just needed to rant. If anyone has advice for handling this kind of situation without burning the place down, I'm all ears. Munch. Anna and Jess have clearly crossed those boundaries and completely disregarded everything that you guys came to agreement with. And since it's both people this time, I'm sure one person did it first and the other one was like majority rules. They probably feel like because it's 2 of them opposed to 1, they can get away with it, which is obviously not cool because they need to respect quiet hours. I would personally bring it up one more time, but if they try to brush it off again, I would not let them. I'm not letting you brush it off. I would be annoying. And by annoying, I just mean that I would try to further the conversation instead of letting them brush it off. I would just be like, I'm super uncomfortable with these strangers in my room, and I know that you guys want to have some fun, but this happened to me. They're busting doors open at 3 a.m. You have to exaggerate it. Like, you can't be truthful. Like, you have to like sort of like play it up. They're busting doors open at 3 a.m. like I'm butt naked in the bathtub. So remember that thing I said earlier, last video, about me being the ultimate judge? Well, here's the thing. I'm not. I guess that's just the way things go. I don't mind. I don't mind. I don't. I hope my advice helped you. It did not. It did not. It just didn't. Now we're gonna sentence your roommates. Now we're gonna sentence the roommates. Jess, 22 female, and Anna, 27, 22 female also. You're being sentenced. You've done a bad thing. You're bringing guys over, and I know what we're thinking. So what? We're 22. We can do that. That's okay. That is okay. But it's not okay. Jess, your sentence. Somebody walks in on you in the bathroom in public. Anna, your sentence. We change your name to Anne. You've been sentenced. Don't warn your roommates. My roommate wakes me up 2 to 3 hours before the time I am supposed to wake up. I am not a heavy sleeper. I can't get proper sleep till now, and I have been warning him almost every weekday. He's just ignorant and stupid. Guys, he must have written this after being woken up, because what is going on? Stuff isn't making sense. Listen, I'm not gonna say that he's not, and I'm not gonna say that you are. You're not ignorant and you're not stupid, but we might need to brush up here. Okay? There is 3 people in the dorm. Again, expect him, me, and my other roommate use vibrate alarm to wake up so that we don't disturb others' sleep. I'm gonna translate this, okay? There are 3 people in the dorm. Him and my other roommate use vibrator alarms. Wait.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think that's the translation. We use alarms to wake up in the morning. I'm assuming he means like they're silent and they just vibrate, right? Yeah. I have told my roommate multiple times to lower his alarm sound or switch to vibrate mode. And he told me that it's his room and he can wake up any way that he wants to. It's been months and I can't stand this man-child anymore. Not to mention, his preparation is super loud. Today I decided to let him taste it. I set 3 alarms with max loudness and woke him up 3 times. He left the room after the 3rd alarm. I will keep doing this for weeks. Warning them is pretty pointless if they can't sympathize. You should just annoy them as well. I believe he will stop being like this in a week. Okay. I understand the annoyance because obviously you don't want to be woken up in your sleep to like somebody else's alarm.
Yeah, people are gonna die. It's just terrible. But like,
it's kind of
inevitable.
No, yeah, I understand being annoyed, and I think it's great that you mentioned it to them. But based off of the way that you wrote this and the like attitude and like the anger behind it, I have a feeling that interaction was just kind of not the best. You also mentioned that your other roommates have your alarm on vibrate, and that's cool that you guys have that, and that's enough for you guys to wake up. But not everybody is a light sleeper. This person, if it's so loud, they obviously have trouble waking up. And I feel like that's not really something you can fix like this. You know what I mean? And something you can do to make yourself comfortable if you can't change what the other person needs is to get headphones, get earplugs. I just feel like there's stuff you can do on your part because they need to wake up in the morning, and not everybody can wake up from their vibrator, the Rose toy at the side of their bed like you. But I do understand your frustration. You doing the 3 alarm thing for weeks, and you're saying you will do this for weeks. That is more annoying than him setting his alarm because he has to get up and start his day. And that's like a necessity for him. This is not a necessity for you. And you're saying that he can't sympathize, but can you? Okay. It's time. We are going to be sentencing both of them. I'm sentencing both of you roommates. Are they a bad roommate? Possibly. It's annoying, but like I feel like that's out of the other person's control. Like they need to get up in the morning. Roommate number 1, for this, your sentence for not being born a light sleeper is a Rose toy. Roommate that wrote this, your sentence for being immature, having bad punctuation, not giving enough context, having an attitude is also a Rose toy. My roommate hasn't cleaned the bathroom in 6 months. And still says we both use it. I've been keeping track out of pure curiosity. No, you haven't. You want to be able to see how long they go without it, and then you want to use it against them. I've been there. Hey, I have younger siblings. Like, I've been there, don't worry. Yeah, I saw them leave that on the counter, and I'm gonna wait and see how long they leave it on the counter. It's okay, you can just say that. 6 months! Not once has she wiped down the sink and scrubbed the toilet or cleaned the mirror. I finally brought it up, and she looked confused. Well, we both use it, so it gets messy either way. No, we don't.
It's even worse than DIY Diane. I don't get it, you know.
No, we don't both make toothpaste explosions on the counter. We don't both leave the hairballs in the shower. I asked if she'd be okay if we started rotating chores, and she said, I don't really believe in that kind of structure. It's just a bathroom. Meanwhile, I'm living in a biology experiment. I shouldn't need a hazmat suit to take a shower. Oh! The roasting in here is like so funny to me. Like, I'm living a biology experiment because the bathroom's like dirty and like human like specimen and stuff. And I shouldn't need a hazmat suit to take a shower. Cause like imagine all the pubes in there. What's kind of crazy to me is that you waited 6 months to bring this up. It's good that you're bringing it up. 6 months. So in that 6 months, did nobody clean the bathroom? I don't understand, because I guess you cleaned the bathroom, right? During that 6 months. I really hope one of y'all. Well, obviously it wasn't her. What I don't get is, if there's one thing in the house that you should be cleaning, it's gonna be the bathroom, though. Dang, this is stressful. This is actually worse than am I the a-hole, because and if nobody wants better for a situation and they don't genuinely see anything wrong with it, and they're not the type of person who wants to be considerate of the other person, they're not gonna care to change, so they're just not gonna change. Okay, wait, here's what you guys need to do. Before you become roommates, you need to make them do MBTI, or personality testing, but it's probably not always in your control, isn't it? Okay, well, if you have control over your roommate situation and you get to pick who's gonna live with you, do a personality test. And obviously they can fabricate that and they can like lie and stuff. I don't I don't know. I want to first start off by saying that I wish that you would find value in these routines and in cleanliness, because a clean room and a clean bathroom is a clean mind to an extent. Be better, because a hazmat suit costs a lot of money. Anyways, we gotta sentence you. Your sentence is a scrub daddy and the pink stuff. And let's add something to that. You have to unclog the bathtub with the little things, the long thingies that like you put in there and you dig all the hair in, and you have to hold the hair in your hand and smell it for 30 seconds. That is your sentence. I want to pick something that's a little bit different, because a lot of these things is like I said earlier, nobody's going to change unless they want to change, and there's not much you can do about that except for remove yourself from the situation. So I need something a little more interesting, because if not, I'm going to like kind of freak out. Whenever I'm reading these things, I feel like I'm them. Like I feel the pain that they're feeling. I am an empath. Somebody walks in on you in the bathroom in public. Roommate constantly home and it's draining my mental health. I'm constantly home, so this might be about me. Did my sister write this? I've been living in a house. Oh my god, okay. I've been living in a house of 3 rooms with my sister and some random guy. Was chill, occasionally hung up with us in shared spaces and would come to parties we organized. Then last May, he moved out with his girlfriend and someone moved in his room. That guy, I can't honestly criticize him because he's not doing anything wrong regarding to the house contract, but dang, I am slowly becoming insane living with him, and I'm stressed in my own home. I'm confused. What did he do? I'm so confused. Oh, okay, so he moved out with his girlfriend and someone moved in his room, and this is like, was this not discussed with you guys? Like the landlord is like unaware of this, but you're saying it's not wrong in regard to the house contract. So what's the issue? Okay, the issue is your tissue. We have to keep reading this because I'm confused. Basically, the guy doesn't work and is antisocial. So this guy's annoyed at the person for moving out, and then he's annoyed at the other person. The guy doesn't work and is antisocial. He lives here 24/7, probably because that's where he lives. Doesn't get out for groceries. He just buys frozen pizzas from the night shop 15 minutes away from our house. Guys, we have another one. smoke weed with his bang all day, all night. Like is he emo? Doesn't shower, doesn't brush teeth, doesn't cut hairs because he's stressed around people. His life revolves around getting up at impossible hours, smoking weed, playing video games, watching stuff on his TV in his room, smoke weed, eats his frozen cheese pizza, etc. until 6 a.m. when he falls asleep. He's not doing anything wrong, okay? Maybe he likes to do those things and he likes to scroll on TikTok, and sometimes he likes to do his makeup and film videos at 4 a.m. I don't like this anymore. His room is next to the kitchen. Me or my sister cannot get anything nor cook without him showing up to the small talk about video games or ranting about life. It's like looking at myself. It's like looking at myself. You're writing about me. I smoke, I get outside of the house, and we have a small deck in front of the house. I cannot be there for more than 30 seconds before he shows up with the F-bang and the slur. Oh! And then he small talks me. Oh. Okay. Never mind then. He stinks from never showering, although I don't condemn the recreational use of cannabis. I don't feel comfortable around him doing that stuff near me all the time. He's clingy and he mostly never leaves the house. He never leaves the house. Get back from work, I never get the feeling of having the house to myself. He's always there haunting the place like some ghost of the future past. Of some ghost of the future Christmas of what will happen to me if I give up on life. I'm slowly burning out. Oh, that's so mean. Okay, the way that he wrote it is not fathomable, but somehow I'm able to like put it in my brain and make something out of it. I guess what he's saying is he's basically saying he's the ghost of bedrock's past. Oh my god, his laugh from his stupid animes, his stench, his disgusting lifestyle, no situational awareness. I cannot exist without that guy reminding me of his presence. I know it's depression, but gosh dang. We tried telling him gently about his corporate orders, how I'd like to sometimes be left alone. He takes it badly but accepts. We'll do 2 weeks of effort and then go back to full Gollum cave mode. Cannot have a girl home and prepare a nice meal together without that time becoming the moment he needs to come over for his pizza. I get it. He needs psychiatry. We tried talking him into it, but I ain't lying. I'm not holding his hand so he gets help. We ain't friends. We just happen to share a house, and me and my sister shouldn't be in his social interactions. Shouldn't be his only social interactions. Sorry, I need to all that out. Yeah, clearly you like went crazy. You went ham. So here's the thing. You wrote this about me. We have a couple of differences. I don't say slurs, right? Yeah, no, I don't. I don't say slurs. I don't say the F-bang either. And I don't stink. So that's good. Oh, I also don't smoke. Okay, so there's 4 things that set us apart. I feel like I can sympathize with this guy besides the slur thing again. That's kind of crazy. I'm not ever for that. Especially because it's probably a racial slur. Not that the other slurs are better, but that's just kind of like, it's bad. They're both bad. They're all bad. Okay. I understand your frustration once again. And like you said, you have an awareness that this guy is clearly depressed, and you brought it up with him. He tried to get buddy for 2 weeks, but this is clearly something where he needs to get outside help. He's not going to do that. I'm just confused as to who let him move in. Like, you're saying you're with your sister. Who is the landlord? Is this something like you guys? Who decided this? Can you speak to them about it and be like, kick this guy out? And then like he's gonna get kicked out and his life might be ruined and something bad might happen to him that he does to himself. So maybe don't do that actually. I don't know, this just sucks. This sucks for everybody. It sucks for him because he needs help, and it sucks for you guys because nobody wants to be around a stinky guy who says slurs. If he was able to change it for 2 weeks, he probably was trying his best. I don't really have a solution once again. I'm just here to sentence you guys pretty much because, well, hey, I'm not there. Next caller. Okay, stinky guy. I don't want to make fun of you because depression is a real thing. Now them slurs on the other hand, I'm not vibing with that. So you're gonna get sentenced really badly. And the gooner behavior, yeah, you want human connection, but that's his girlfriend. For you to like go out every single time, it's kind of sus. Especially since I know you watch anime, like there's no way you're not gooning. You're literally gooning. I'm just gonna keep saying gooning because it's fun to say. Gooning. Your sentence is therapy. Your second sentence, you have to watch HEHEHE because I'm sure you haven't seen it and I really like that anime. Your third sentence, you need to go on a walk every single day and open your curtains and let light in for 4 months straight. Then tell me what happens. Your fifth sentence, this might be your fourth, I forgot. Just smile and everything will be okay. Okay. Dang, like I really feel like I did a good job. I pretty much fixed everybody's problems. Nobody's suffering anymore, and I'm just happy to know that that's not me in any of those situations anymore. I'm feeling pretty awesome. I wanted to very quickly say thank you guys for 200 subscribers. It does not seem like a lot of subscribers, especially since I've been posting for a couple of years, but I haven't posted consistently, so it makes a lot of sense. And it really makes me happy whenever I get like even one comment on my video that's like, I relate to you, or like or like this is cool, or this is nice, or anything remotely kind. If it's just one comment, like that will literally make my day, make my night. When I first saw that I had 200 subscribers, I sort of became emotional because I remember when I had 11 subscribers and there could be 100 people in a room and only 200 of them gotta believe in you. Let's get to 1 billion. Let's get to 1 million. Okay, thanks for watching.